Thank you.
Well, how would he hold it?
I don't know.
How would a lumberjack
angle?
Okay.
That's the wrong song.
Would he carry it like this? A tree?
Yes, that's better.
Thank you.
I can't turn that on, Katie. Okay. Guess what? Where's Chris? Oh, shoot, I lost my microphone. Oh, good morning, everyone. Oh, gosh, it's Monday, and it's going to be a wonderful day at Memory Bound. All right, start the music, Katie.
I got my tree.
And?
Where's my
A lumberjack, leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia.
Where's all of our lumberjacks?
Giant redwood, the larch, the fir,
Where's all our
the mighty
lumberjacks?
Scots pine.
We're so lucky that we are not only going to welcome the new Tim Holtz Distress Color Lumberjack Plaid, but we have a lumberjack here of our own. Who stood out choppy trees. And we have lots of other lumberjacks. Let's get the rest of our lumberjacks. Come on, Rhonda. You don't have to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. We've got some lumberjacks here today because you might have heard Tim Holtz's new color was announced Saturday, and it is lumberjack plaid. So our staff is all wearing lumberjack plaids. Look at what we got going on today. I hope Tim's watching because I think he'd be thrilled. And we got Teresa over here waiting for her turn. So it's lumberjack plaid today. Our color is arriving shortly. It's on a truck. Diane tracked it today. It's on a truck. It's on its way. It's going to be coming. It's happy Halloween. It's a lot of stuff.
Why is everybody wanting to kill Chris?
It's a lot of stuff. So
You need a microphone, don't you?
I have a microphone. Well,
Where they go into the head? Yeah.
all right, we need Doug to come take our picture. Doug, are you over there in the forest?
Oh, here. Over there in the forest.
The trees that we're making. Oh my gosh. Can you take some pictures?
I know.
All right, so oh, you never know what's going to happen at Memory Bound. I know. I get to go home now. Accidents. Oh, Teresa said that there are accidents. All right. Well, anyhow, we're super excited. I love the color. Do you guys like the color?
Yes,
oh, it's amazing.
Awesome.
It's a red, and it's lumberjack plaid.
And it's Christmas.
And we know a lot of you commented that you wanted it, and we've got a list in the book. We're going to pull those as soon as they arrive today. Well, we don't have our normal UPS driver. Derek is on vacation, so whoever's bringing
You
it,
know that.
he told me on Friday.
Oh.
So we're friends.
know that.
We're friends on Facebook. No. So anyway, when we have a lot to do today, maybe we should just do this right away first, shall we? All right, Chris, do you want to tell about our contest?
Well, I wrote everyone's name down. I kept track of who was voting for what or guessing. And then I took everyone who said red, put you on a piece of paper. Oh, there were a lot. Put you on a target. Yes, I think the majority was red.
I would say more than, of all the colors that most were picked.
201 guesses altogether, so that was awesome. And I think 46 were red. Get in here, Maggie. And so I went out to where my grandson works and got a target, and somebody's going to throw an axe. Maybe I think Kelly should.
Well,
and we're going to get it red so it will mark. All of your names are on there, and
they're flipped, so there's not any cheating. We're not going to have a favorite.
Nope.
Katie's going to show the target.
And I mixed them up, and then I just taped them on, so I have no idea whose name is where. So, Kelly, you do the honors.
This is not really what you guys were expecting today, was it? Oh, Rhonda, get a shot of Rhonda back there, Katie. Rhonda brought. No, we. Okay, now.
I do have to say, my husband wanted to send a real hatchet with me.
This is not real.
No, he kept saying, I have a hatchet in the garage. And I'm like, good for you. You know, what am I going to do with it? I can't throw it at my coworkers. So
I hope not.
it is not real.
Now, Chris,
So
I
we're
think
gonna put red ink on it.
Yes.
So it's
I would like to
Yes.
tell a
Happy
couple.
Halloween.
I would like to tell just a couple things. Rhonda is wearing a shirt that she found in her husband's closet that had the tags on it still.
Tags off.
She took off the tags, but you never know what you're going to find for
Your
sure.
hatchet. Show your hatchet, Rhonda.
My hatchet.
And she's got a hatchet. And then also, we learned the difference between an axe and a hatchet. So this is our homeschool. Do you want to
Yes.
explain it, Chris, since you were the one that was educated about
Well,
it? She went to
apparently-
Sportsman's Place where
Yes.
they sell this kind of stuff.
Well, my husband
Real.
told me, because he said, do you want an axe or a hatchet? And I said, I don't care. What's the difference? And he said that a hatchet has a short handle and an axe, like Rhonda's.
Oh, Rhonda,
has
bring your
a-
axe over.
Bring your axe over.
Get your axe over here.
Rhonda made that.
Rhonda made that.
So
and
here
it has
we
a
have
handle.
an axe and a hatchet. So if any of you, I did not know that. I think that's very
If
interesting.
it comes up on a test,
Yes,
you'll be ready for it.
if you're tested for it, you'll be good to go. All right. Well, are we ready for the big time?
All right, should I go from this way or should I go from the side to see your
We're gonna-
your throwing
throwing
technique?
I don't know. Maybe you should go over there or something, Katie.
What's the prize?
Oh yes, thank you for asking that, Huntsman Maggie. So
Lumberjack man.
what we've been doing is when we hear that Tim's coming with a new color, and this was Chris's idea,
Look at it all cleared out. I know.
when he comes out with a new color, we've put it out there on our Facebook pages for all of our Facebook fans to guess what you think the color is going to be. And remember, Tim says no more yellow, just for the future, for the next time, so everybody knows. And then what Chris does, she kept track of everybody's guesses. She put them in she wrote all the names on it. Normally we draw the names out of a bucket, but since it's the color it is, the hatchet red or whatever, she went and got a target at a lumberjack plaid. I know, lumberjack plaid. She went and got this target. That is a real target, a real paper target that she got at a real sportsman's place where and she's got her microphone on and she's talking on the phone right now.
Yeah.
No, I gave them
Oh, okay. Oh, she gave it to Teresa. Okay, sorry. So anyway, I was hoping Chris would be here for this.
Kelly, the other thing is you want to tell them about the bundle special.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how much it is. It's 10. Yeah.
Yeah, 10%.
Okay, and then Teresa reminded me of something else. So we do have a bundle special. If you want everything with all the stuff with the new color, it's 10% off, and you can order that. Give us a call, and we'll get that for you. And that's only good until we get it online. So, all right. Well, shortly, we're waiting for the brown truck to pull up in front of the store, and then we know it's here. So what we thought, we were trying to figure out how we were ever going to throw this hatchet and make it stick into that cardboard with the paper target. So what we are doing, and I believe this was Chris's idea, so I want to give her all the credit, we are going to apply some ink on our hatchet so that when we throw it, the ink will make a mark on the target.
Chances do you get?
So it only took two tries when we tested it.
We tested it out.
Do not do this at home.
No,
This
this
is
is for
professionals only.
Are you going to stand back further than that?
Oh, I wasn't going to. All right, so Chris, would you like to ink up the axe?
Yes, Kelly, I would.
Well, this
real well.
this
Okay.
is a contest, so it has to be done professionally.
That's right. So there's no.
This is an unbiased company.
Yes.
This is it looks like you've done that before.
And yes, she has. And it's not like those are all the same names. We really have put all of your names on there. Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
Wait, I gotta know. Should I just go? Okay.
Somebody needs to be up there watching to see
right.
where. Well, I guess the ink is going to hit. So,
People are wondering how good is Doug at wall repair.
well, okay, are we ready? I'm nervous now.
know.
Hey,
I'm
Doug,
really
would you
nervous.
Push 9-1 and just be ready for the other one.
Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right, am I back far enough? Okay, now I'm nervous. I've never done this on. Oh, it worked.
It did.
It worked.
I
Okay.
think it got close enough.
Yeah, I think it's that one right there.
Oh.
All right, let's pull the name off. I was not a good clean cut, but
That's
it was
okay.
pretty good.
We can all
Here you
practice
go.
later.
I'll let you.
Okay, so the winner, then you're going to win a new Distress ink pad and refill, and it's Marilyn Hammond.
Woohoo!
So Marilyn, you guessed red, and
Marilyn Hammond,
you're the winner. You'll have to
congratulations.
let us know if you want the oxide or the regular Distress. So congratulations, Marilyn. I think I'll just put her name right here.
By the bloody spot?
By that, yep. I don't know why we picked red because the new color is red. So we'll have to take a picture of that too.
Good job, all right, yay. Good
Oh
job,
gosh.
Chris. Wonderful.
Thank you, Chris. That was
such a good idea.
Thanks for making it fun for all of us.
Oh, gosh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what I hope it's not next time, because
What color?
yeah.
We'll have to start thinking of colors.
It's going to be neutrals. The
Oh,
next
he-
two colors are neutrals, Maggie.
Gray.
So
That means
don't- I
gray.
know. I was like, yes, we'll
That's
get a gray.
what he said?
That's what he said. You have to watch
Awesome.
the whole video. He says it at the very end.
Oh, darn.
All right.
No.
Any last words, Lumberjack Maggie?
Let me get her microphone over
Stay
to.
warm out there in the woods. Watch
Be safe.
Watch for bear
And ticks.
and elk and moose.
Maggie, you're wonderful. Thank you. I hope you guys saw our video I posted from our Halloween in 2018. I linked it on here on the Facebook page yesterday or the day before, and Maggie's pretty cool in that one too. And you might recognize Katie there also.
Yes.
She was like,
That was
she was,
fun to
That was
watch.
fun.
so it was good.
Fun, yeah.
I loved
People
our
are wondering-
dance. I loved our dance watching
I
it
know.
now even more than when we did it.
It was
That
fun.
cool.
People are wondering if you guys are sweating.
I am a little bit.
I'm not going to be wearing this for long because you know what, Katie? Thank you for mentioning that because I think I need to turn into my Halloween. We have Halloween.
too.
I want to tell everybody Happy Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. I absolutely love it. I have more of a pumpkin shirt than a Halloween shirt because my Halloween shirt,
Oh, that's a great shirt.
my Halloween shirt
Kelly
shrank.
stripping!
Okay, all right.
Maggie, you need to go shave.
Do we want to show the giveaway
Yes,
thing before
yes.
I get out of costume?
Yes. Okay, on Friday. Well, here, Maggie, you need to show it and stuff, and I'll give you a microphone. On Friday, what we're going to do is here. Let me just clip this to your beard.
Oh my gosh. Here, it looks kind of cool sitting in this greenery.
Gosh darn it. You guys can't do this.
Okay,
Yeah, like a little bug in there, a little hangy.
Katie is.
Oh my god.
Hey, Robert.
Katie's having some laughing troubles.
Well, you can find all sorts of things in those little beards.
You should pull something. Like, we should have put stuff in there. You pull something.
You could have pulled the winner name out of your beard.
Oh my gosh. Next time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, anyhow, on Friday, what we're going to do, we've been having.
Can I just say the umbilical cord is very far between the two.
We're okay. We're
So when
good.
you get
We're good.
closer.
Come this way, Kelly. Come this way.
My hip is connected to the beard. All right. Well, anyhow, we've been celebrating Merry Christmas with Tim, and this is our second week. And on Friday, what we're going to do is we're continuing, and we're going to ask you to tell us what your favorite new Tim Christmas project for 2022 is. And in the comments, we're going to draw a winner, and the winner is going to get this project that Maggie made, which is amazing, and it uses
Twig and
the
stump.
Twig and stump dye is what she made it with. And it even had the snowflakes and the trees. And you might recognize the little snowballs because Chris just showed us how to make those the other day.
And it was all done with ink smooshing.
That's amazing.
So it's all watercolor paper.
It's all watercolor
And
paper.
This is,
Texture paste
paste.
with Diane's mix of glitter. And this actually, the backdrop is one of Tim's backdrops.
Oh, see, the umbilical cord snapped.
we got to hook
One
back
of
up.
Tim's backdrops.
And this.
This comes in the die.
So in order to win that, you just
Have
put
to
your-
comment.
Okay.
And the star is from the dye.
Yes.
So everything is from, really, isn't
Yeah.
everything from the dye
The
set?
trees, and it actually comes with those little balls. I chose to make it more of a winter scene than a Christmas scene. And I was with one of our other staff members, and she has a little ornery streak. So she was the one who suggested that this one should be chucking a snowball at Twig.
Well, it's amazing.
I
And
love it.
Amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing Maggie's project, and she actually is donating that for our prize on Friday. So Maggie, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I can't wait to see who wins it.
Whoever gets this.
And if you don't like it, then don't comment.
don't comment, yeah. If you don't want it, don't comment.
Yeah.
So on Friday, we're wrapping up our Tim Holtz Christmas with you can make a comment, and then we'll announce it after the video. We'll have to go into the video and get all the comments, and we're probably not going to throw an axe to determine
my
the
gosh.
winner or a snowball or anything, but we will determine a winner then. And see
If
who
you want to
gets it.
pan over the colors, these are the colors that we used in the just ink smush. If they like any of
These are
those
the ink
colors.
that she used, and the dye.
This rustic wilderness is a beautiful green for Christmas. I think it would go really well with the lumberjack plaid.
And the other things. Well, it's great, Maggie. Yes. Really good.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your lumberjack getting into costume and into character, Maggie. You're the
Well,
best.
thanks to Chris. Chris donated this for me to use. So
Oh,
Yes,
well,
that's
that was
awesome.
nice.
tally ho.
Lumberjacks.
They don't say tally ho.
I like tally ho. We will, when the new color arrives, we'll post a picture here on Facebook, and it will probably be Maggie holding it. So,
Maggie, that is like the best.
okay.
Love the facial wig.
See you later.
All right. And Katie, thank you for filming. We sure appreciate it.
Oh, my hand is like.
So, Teresa, we have some Halloween cards to show.
Oh, okay.
Teresa has some amazing Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz projects. And then right over here, we have a couple new things. We had 3 Halloween projects that I just pulled out when we were rearranging last night that are pretty fun. Because happy Halloween to all of our Facebook friends. It's a great, oh, that had a book in it. I forgot, Teresa, because you made
I
that.
did. It's a 49 in Market little booklet. It's super cute.
Okay, yeah, that is, and that's Charmed from Graphic 45. And we still have the Charmed collection, and it is 31% off. Halloween and fall are 31% off for one more day.
Yeah.
And then we also got, let's show these cards. We got in some cards from our
cute.
customers. You guys, we love
washi
the
tape.
cards. And this one is from Sharon, and she did the washi tape on the back.
Love it.
And look at, she's got a black envelope, so she wrote in white. Very, very cool. And she said she was inspired by Merrymakers, one of Janet's cards.
That's cute.
So that's an easel card. Sharon, thank you so much. What is it? What is it? Oh, what does it say? May your Halloween may your Halloween be filled with
Magic spirits and treats.
Oh, treats or tweets or whatever. That's really nice. I love that. And then this one is a thank you card. I think that might be a stamp. I'm not sure. It's a thank you card from Carolyn, and is it Katie? Kathy.
Kathy
Carolyn and
Carolyn.
Kathy. They were in for the first time last weekend, not this past weekend, and they said they really enjoyed our staff, especially Tammy, and for ringing all their stuff up. So that was really sweet, gals. Thank you so much. We don't expect to get thank yous from people just because they shopped here and they had a good time. And this is from Gloria, and it's a wowzer also.
That is.
So there's another really fun Halloween
Happy
card. I
Halloween.
love that mummy look.
She put these strips of paper on there,
And they're
kinda
roughed
torn,
up,
and
yeah.
She might have put some. No, I can't tell if there's paste or what, but that's pretty cool. I like the eyes.
Yeah, I like guys too. And this is from Kathy, isn't it?
Crafty
Crafty
Kathy.
Kathy, and
Ooh,
she's got a wobble. Lots of glitter and a wobble, and thank you so much, everybody. And then in that envelope, Teresa, is one more card. We showed it on Friday, but if you missed it, I just wanted everybody to see it again.
Oh yeah, the mica.
And is that from Carolyn?
Connie.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting my
Connies
names.
and Carols.
We have a lot going on right
Yeah.
now, and I'll show you all of that in a minute. So we thought that was really cool. She sends us the fun card from Arizona, and then actually a piece of real mica. So we don't get that we don't get that in the mail every
That
day.
is super cool.
So that is mica. When you see mica flakes or the mica sprays, That is this sparkle glittery stuff that they're using.
You
So
must get it from Arizona.
everybody, thank you for all the happy mail. It's so sweet. And then Teresa, here's some things, a couple new things to show.
Oh yeah, these tags.
We got in the size 13 tags from Ranger, and we got in the black and the craft. And I don't, does it tell you what size? Oh, I'm sorry, number 12. I thought somebody told me they were 13s, but they're 12s.
They're 10. Oh no, you get 10 in a package, and they're 5 1/8 by 10 1/2. So it's a little bit of a different size, but they are nice.
I think they're fun.
Yeah, nice big.
Those are
sizes.
online if you go to tags. We have a whole section on tags.
And for 10, you get $6.29.
So that's not bad. 63 cents. Now this is a new set of plates.
A multi-pack.
Cutting plates from Sizzix. So it's got 3 sizes, the regular size for the big shot, and then it's got, I'm going to call it a medium and a small. And those are nice because if you're just cutting a small die, you don't have to use a full-size cutting plate.
I need to get one of these. I didn't get it the first time I was in.
So those are back in stock. They say to check your microphone, but maybe just unplug it and plug it back in. Then the other thing that's here, while Teresa's checking, we have a new paper, and it's a Dear Santa letter paper. If you've got kids, or it would actually make a cute front page of your album, put a picture over it. And so that is available. It's under Christmas. If you go to shopping and go to themes and go to Christmas, you'll find it there. And that's super cute. And then back in stock is the Christmas plaid. Well, which is perfect for
today.
lumberjack
Yep.
plaid.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, that's an accident. I wish we would have thought of that. Why didn't we think of that, Teresa?
We've got a lot going on, Kelly.
We do have a thing or two going on today.
That's $11.99, and you get 6 double-sided papers, 2 each, so 12.
12
Very
papers
nice.
for $11.99. That's
Yep.
pretty good. Well, golly,
that it?
we're going to put that up with our display. I think we're ready. I just wanted to give everybody a glimpse. This is why we got a lot going on. We're getting ready to prepare for our holiday open house, which is soft opening on Wednesday, and then we're kicking it off for real on Thursday. So we will have a video on Wednesday that will walk through everything that we have in all these wonderful boxes. And we have a lot of really fun stuff. It's an event we've been doing for a lot of years, and it takes a lot of work to get everything set up and going, and that's what we're doing. Like, here's a whole blank. This area behind Teresa is totally empty, just waiting for good stuff.
This counter's never open.
I know.
It's like, ooh.
I know, she's got the whole counter, and our staff yesterday got it all cleaned up, and so we are ready to go or get set up now. And so our store is a little tore up, but that's temporary.
Yep.
And then Teresa, we had a question about Maggie's contest on Friday. So
Yeah.
on Friday, we are going to, I don't know who's here for the video, but we'll have our normal video. And then we've been celebrating Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz for a couple weeks, using a lot of his product for the 2022 holiday. And Maggie made up this, it's like a wood frame. She made it up, and we're going to have a drawing.
It's just like thin.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's good to point out that it's
I'm afraid.
really nice. You could hang it or set it. Yeah, we should probably put it out of that
Set it
tree.
down. I
It's
don't
not
want it
safe.
to fall out of the tree.
So Maggie made that, and then what we're going to do is, if you put a comment on Friday's video, your favorite Tim Holtz Christmas product, whether it's an ink or a stamp or a die, ideology, then we're going to take all the comments and we're going to draw a name to get this project that Maggie made. So that's happening Friday. We just thought we'd give you a sneak peek at it. And Teresa, I'm wore out already, and now we're just getting started. And Teresa's got her fun trick or treat shirt on for Halloween. We're back to Halloween now.
Yes, back to Halloween. Except for all my cards are Christmas.
Oh, yes. So, yes. Well, that's okay because it's
Yeah.
Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz.
Yep.
And I think you guys are going to love what Teresa's got to show us. She's going to tell us how she made all of these. You're going to recognize a lot of the new items that we've gotten in recently from Tim. And Teresa, I don't see any questions, so I think we're ready. I think everybody's ready to go. I think we're settled down now from all that excitement that we had
Yes.
earlier.
So you guys know a lot of times I'll say, think of 3 ways you can use an item before you buy it. And so I made 3s of cards today. And I kind of started out with monochromatic cards because I really like that. Sometimes it's just something different to do. I don't know if you ever make those, but I think they're fun to make. They're pretty easy too because you just stick with one color. And so I made, this is the first card that I made. I'll just show. And this one is using the new, if I can reach it, the new Tim Holtz die, the layered plaid, and that one's $34.99. And I've showed that before. You get 3 dies, 2 plaids, and then a background. And so I just cut the plain
Is it just white cardstock?
white cardstock. You know what? I just realized that I pulled this die. Can
Did
you
you leave
get that
it-
funky, whatever it is, festive funky,
floral?
whatever? I had it pulled, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't use that, and I put it
You
away.
put it away?
And I
Oh,
think
you only
I
used
did-
you only used it 3
I
times,
did use it.
Teresa.
I know. Here it is. I don't know how much it is though.
It's-
So this is the die, and I really like the funky. He's done some funky things. Maybe it's not your style, but you can use it in different ways. And so again, I just cut it out of white.
Thanks.
Yep, that's the one.
So that's $22.99.
Yeah. And so again, I just cut it out of white, and I did just kind of fluff up the leaves a little bit. And then I got some of these, I really like label makers, you know?
Yeah, I always wanted one as a kid. I think I had one, but
they're fun. And so he has these label stickers for $5.99, and you get 2 sheets. And, you know, white is hard to emboss.
right.
And so I just use one of the label stickers, and it really pops out with the black on there. But the letters are white, so I like that with a little pop of black. So that was my first
Well, Teresa, the
card.
white on white is the monochromatic is really
Yeah.
beautiful. And
White
it's-
on white is always fun. Just one tip is, you know, when you're making a white on white, you know, I always pull my scraps and cut little pieces. And it's usually when you're doing a card like this, try and use the same color of white.
There are
'Cause
different
there
whites.
are different
yeah, you
whites
don't think there would be, but there
until
are.
you cut from 2 different pieces of paper and are like, what what's going on there? So yeah, so that one's the white card. And then I decided to go in the opposite direction. Jennifer that works here hadn't seen the new wood grain paper that Tim has. And this is the black wood grain, and it's $14.99. And I don't know how many you get.
You get 10?
10 pieces, and it's 2-tone. And I just love it. And this is seasonal. I used the gray one a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week. This is the gray wood grain, and I really like this. But the black is just stunning. Great for
it's
Halloween.
very rich.
But I turned it into a Christmas card, so you have to challenge yourself sometimes. So I just used that as my background, and then I found a black that I liked. And you know what? There's different blacks too.
Yeah,
And it took me a minute to pick out the right color of black because some were lighter and more gray, and I wanted a really dark black because this is really black too. So
Teresa, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Both
And you can
your white
ink
and
this.
the black are really nice.
yeah, you can also ink this, and I would probably use the oxide ink if you wanted to ink that too, but the black wood grain is really cool.
Yeah, you could add
it-
a little white around the edges or something.
You could. And it is seasonal, so you got to buy it now if you want it. All right. Then the last one I did, I forgot that too.
Well, it's okay, Teresa.
having
We
some
were
issues
we were
today.
running around scrambling
We
today.
were. I wasn't thinking. Do we still have this one? So this is the mica spray, and you've seen me use those. These are $12.99, and they come in. This is the one I use, so I'll just dump them
That's
out.
got the cranberry and the
This is-
balsam.
Yep, this is the cranberry. And last week I think I showed a card where I sprayed both of them together, and then I have used the blue Winter Frost too. And then there's another set that has the pink, a teal, and green.
Blue, isn't it?
I can't remember what the
Well,
other
let's
one
have
is.
Chris grab the other set too.
Yeah. Well, Chris
She,
will
when
show
she
us.
comes back,
Yeah.
we'll get it.
So it's just amazing the background you can make by just spraying.
Just when you move it a little bit,
Yep,
Teresa.
you
So
can
that's
see
all
the
you
mica.
did. Did you put it all together and then spray it, or you did your background?
Nope. I sprayed the background first, and I dried it, and then I sprayed some more, and then I also sprayed. Can you see these blobs? So those I sprayed, misted a little water. Actually, I didn't mist it. I just blobbed the water on.
That's good.
Oh, are we out of the other one?
We're out of the other one,
Okay.
but we have this color
we have
scheme.
this
So you're
one.
right. It is blue and green and kind of a pink.
Yeah. And so the micas are just really fun. If you don't have any, you should get a set and try them.
Just to play with, yeah.
And then these pieces, I just sprayed a piece of paper and then die cut my pieces out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with the micas, it is, when you stamp on it, you need to use an archival ink because the oxides kind of blend into it. Or you can heat emboss. And I used one of the glazes. I think I used Fired Brick on that to stamp my piece on earth. And that's from, of course, this favorite Bold Tidings. Oops, from last year.
And we ordered a bunch of those
Yeah.
in because Katie is using that on Thursday, and
She is.
I
She has
think
some
somebody
really
else
cute
has some
cards.
samples with that.
Yeah, and I have this set, and I really like it.
And I
It's
don't
just-
have it yet, but
Oh.
I think I will have it.
Yeah.
If there's any left at the end of the week.
So this is just a fun way to make a background. So it would be pretty in green.
And you could do
too.
that in any of these colors
Yep.
also. And she started with craft, right?
Yep. Oh
Craft
yeah, this
paper.
is on craft. But you can do it on any color paper that you want. But I just wanted to try it on craft just to show, because I had a white and a black, I wanted to show a different color and how pretty the micas look on craft.
Well, Teresa, I just want to say thank you because you're really good at showing us different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
So there's the same die set with different papers,
Yep.
but all monochromatic.
All right. And monochromatic can be a challenge sometimes. So here I did another white set. And this one is, again, using the twig and stump that Maggie just showed that she used on hers. And it can be, can you see? Am I holding it at a good angle?
No, it's perfect. We can see it great. I
Yeah.
love it all in white.
And is this twig then? Or stump? I can never
I would call
remember.
him twig because he's
Hey,
tall,
'cause
but
he's
I
tall.
don't really know.
Yeah, and I didn't put arms on him. He has arms that Maggie used in hers, but this is just all, excuse me, white, a white card. And this is actually, I used, I thought twig was perfect for the slimline cards. And so I used one of the slimline cards that we have. This is the number 6. And on this one, look, I should have moved them up farther. I barely got my winter wishes.
Yeah. So, note to self,
I know.
put in the winter
Move
wishes
it up
first.
a little bit, yes. So I didn't use you can see the die cuts out the negative of that wood piece. I just used the letters because the wood piece wouldn't fit across the bottom of the slimline card. And then the snow, I just used a stencil, and I used the new grit paste snowfall. Snowfall.
Grit
the
paste
snow is
snowfall.
falling. Yes. And you know what I did? I
See
actually
if we can see the sparkle.
I made a mask
Oh, you
first
did?
of the tree and the snowman, and I die cut out a piece of paper, and I just temporarily adhered it, and then I used my snow stencil on top of it because I didn't want the snow underneath because then he wouldn't have laid flat.
Okay, so that is a great tip to to mask it.
Yeah, and actually, I cut 2 snowmen, and I layered it one on top of the other one because I wanted him raised, but I didn't want it to pop dotted. So I wanted it kind of at the same level as my grit paste. And that snowfall grit paste just adds a little bit of shine.
Yeah, it's just a little sparkle.
Yep, and I like it. I like how it turned out, except for my words are kind of smashed in there at the bottom.
Yeah, but I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that at all.
Nobody that you send this card to is going to notice. You're just going to be like,
Well, and Teresa, we're not going to do that because we learned from you.
Yes. So then next time I made the card.
Okay, here's card B.
I got it right. And this time I used the Uncharted Mariner, and I just inked my paper first, and then I die cut my shapes out of the inked. And I actually used the oxide ink on this one. And I did the same thing with the stencil, the snow stencil, only the grip paste. I have the oxide spray, and I sprayed a squirt into the grip paste before I put it on there. And so it turned it the blue.
So, and one tip is once you make a mask, which you
Yep.
cut out the shape, a lot of times those I just slip into my set of dies and then I have it with me, unless
Yep.
it gets too messy or
Yeah.
something. So this is, okay, so
Well,
that is grip paste.
I did, I had to throw them away because they had grip paste on them.
Oh, true. If you're just stamping, you might be able to use it again.
They were kind of gritty.
They were a little gritty.
They were a little gritty. So that's just a different, to show you can do. I thought blue was good for snow, and the Uncharted Mariner is really pretty. It's still on my table until I get my
Till you get
lumberjack.
the lumberjack.
Yeah. Then you'll see red snowman.
You're going to start seeing red things very
Yes.
soon.
Yes. So that was the second one I made. And then I just decided to add a little pop of color on this one. I didn't do monochromatic. I just added color. And look, I put
Oh, and there she
I
did.
put my word at the top this time.
So you did it that 3 ways too then.
Yeah. And I just cut a rectangle too, because I didn't want my snow to interfere with my words. So I put
That's a good
mask.
idea when you're using a paste for any
Yeah.
type of paste.
Yeah. So they laid nice and flat on there. But it's a super cute little die and die set, and I really like it. All right.
So twig and stump.
Twig and
3
stump.
ways.
Yep.
It's,
All right.
They're very cute, Teresa. They have a lot of character, don't they?
Yeah. I didn't even use stump yet, or the presents. And there's snowflakes and a star. So the next one I did was I made
these
some
look
tags.
amazing.
And you know what? I'll show you the die, but we're out of.
There's
you guys
an
might have this.
availability problem with the framed
Yeah.
tags, but you could use any tags. It wouldn't have to necessarily be
we
that
have all
one.
kinds of tags already pre-made, but I just enjoy using the die.
It's
because
nice
you
because it's got the lines around
Yep,
it.
you can do the border around the edge of that. So I started out with the monochromatic, and again on this one, so when you do your lines, you have to use the archival ink. So my browns are a little bit different because all I have is vintage photo.
Oh, they look
archival.
alike though.
Yeah, and then I use oxide for gathered twigs, and I'm having a lot of fun with the stencils, the Tim Holtz stencils. These are called Element Stencils Christmas.
So we've got the element stencils that are numbers. There's 2 different numbers, and then he came out with the Christmas words.
Yeah.
And Teresa, I had a customer tell me that they wish he'd do an alphabet. So I bet he will do more words for sure.
Oh
'cause
yeah. I can see
look
more
how amazing they look.
Halloween cards. Ho ho ho. I can't use. There's one that says oh, that was humbug. Humbug, wonder, jingle.
So those are $15.99, and what do you get? 12. You get 12 stencils.
Yeah. And I put them on with my numbers actually. There's my number dies or stencils. So what I did. I used the other stencil that we are actually out of again.
And I think they're arriving today.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 new stencils for Christmas 2022, and then the minis.
So yep, these are the minis. And I always like the minis because I can never decide on the big ones. That's the
What
only
to get?
reason.
So now you get them
Yes,
all.
I buy all 3 in the minis. And you know what the really cool thing is about the minis? Is that they fit perfectly right onto that size. What size is that? Do you know, Kelly?
It looks like a number 8.
Number 8 tag. So you still have the border, but that's okay because the border is right there on the die. So I really like that. So first I cut my thing and got my edge on there, and then I stenciled, and I really lightly, I just used a very light touch on there with my brown. But I think it adds the perfect amount of background for you. And then my new favorite stamp that he did this year is the bottle brush.
I love the bottle brush
They're
stamp.
so cute.
I can't believe how,
$24.99.
yeah.
And there's some cute samples, and I know everyone here is using them for all sorts of things.
Well, and Diane just brought in samples also.
Yeah,
so
that she'll
be showing when she gets back from her trip. Yeah,
I just really like that.
There's a lot of cute ones on Tim Holtz Addicts.
Yep. So that was with gathered twigs that I stamped that, and I stamped it a couple times.
So Teresa, that's a really neat card. I could see putting that on all your packages, and they all would kind of look alike, but be different.
You could change the word. They're super fun to make.
You could even assign. Okay, somebody I know, they never used to put names on their kids' gifts, but they would put a number, and the kids had to figure out. I think before they opened, which number they were.
Oh my!
So you could do that with this.
Yeah.
That you could have somebody's wonder, somebody's humbug, somebody's ho ho ho, and then their gifts would all have those on it.
Yeah.
Or those tags would be so cute on your plates at Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah, very cute. All right, so this one I went. I used the green, and I think I use oxide. Nope, I use rustic wilderness.
Isn't that the one Maggie just said?
Yes, Maggie just said, because I was like, I think that's what I used.
Did you use the oxide though? Here's the regular, but it does come in an oxide also.
I think I used the regular. No, I'm sure I used oxide because
it looks like oxide.
You're going to see a truer color on craft or black or darker colors if you use the oxide. If you use the regular one, it's not going to be as green or whatever color it is. So when I use inks, I usually try and go for oxide on this. And so I did my background with the green. Again, I used a really light touch, so it was just showing a little bit. And then for my tree, I really didn't like how it was looking, and so I used the oxide glaze, and I have rustic wilderness. That might have been why I chose that color for this card, is because I have
you had the glaze.
The glaze and the
so the glaze is Tim Holtz's embossing powder, and it's color, but it's clear.
Yeah, it shows clear, so you can still see through. There really isn't anything to see through.
Yeah, that's kind of a darker one, and you had already stamped it. So if you use a clear embossing ink, then you're going to see through. And a lot of the colors are lighter. And the one we have that I'm really anxious to try is Uncharted Mariner. So, and there's a whole section on our website of glazes.
The glazes are a lot of fun.
So you do have to use a heat tool.
Yep.
And they melt just like, let me pull it up here. You can show people how it's shiny. So really cool, Teresa. I love those tags.
And then the last one I just added, again, I did the color, so I used the Gather Twigs and Rustic Wilderness together, so you can kind of see, the differences. Excuse me. On that. So just same tag again, but mixing the colors together. Different. And here I just masked the top of the tree, and I stamped in brown, and then I masked the bottom of the tree, and I stamped green. So that's when it's nice to have a Misty, because then it all lines up for you. Mm-hmm.
Very good.
All right.
Teresa, before you go to your next card, we're having questions about the contest that we're having on Friday. So on Friday, we will be showing we're going to be doing a lot more with Tim Holtz this Christmas, because we are a huge Tim Holtz store. But on Friday, during our video, if you make a comment and tell us what your favorite 2022 Tim Holtz product is, we're going to draw a name from all the comments for this mixed media project that Maggie made. So it's not today or tomorrow, but it's Friday.
You got to wait until you see all the Tim Holtz stuff used, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
The last card that I did, I used the other... Where is it?
Do you have it in your bag?
I do.
Teresa got here today, and we're like, Teresa, we're moving this, we're moving that, we're moving that. After the video, we'll talk about it.
So this is the die. It's called Christmas Cutouts, and it is super cute. And I have used it already to. I used the word hope on some. Can you get this die? I forgot it. On some of my breast cancer. So that's one way that you can use it different. but it's super fun.
And love. I think you could use
And
love for
yep, definitely.
Valentine's, or you could do a wedding card because you got the little houses there
Oh,
about
yeah.
a new home, or building a new home and new life
Yep.
together.
So that's what I did. I did a new home one. And you're like, oh, how did you do that? Because
You did it. You did it. Oh my gosh, no.
You don't see the word home
Teresa,
there, do you?
if I subconsciously saw your card, that was it.
All right, so that die is $19.99. Yes. So the first one I did is doing the white on white, but I had to add a pop of red. I started out with the white heart in the middle, and I'm like, nope, it has to be red.
That's what
I
cut
can't
out.
not
That's
do
what
it
caught
red.
my eyes, Teresa.
Yeah.
This card jumped because of that red heart.
Yeah. So I should also mention, because we're going to show this, the tree rings, and this is one of his new 3D embossing folders. It's $12.99. It is super cool. He's gone wood crazy. Tim does all sorts of things. Oh, and there's that little
Perfect
wood
for our
lumberjacky
lumberjacky
There's that little
things.
wood strip there. Yes, woodland trees. So
Kind of earthy and stuff.
yeah,
so
we're
it's
going to
nice.
show how this works. It's super cool. But this one I just did the plain white. And when you do the 3D embossing folders, you really want to use good paper. I know Tim talks about paper a lot, but when you do the 3D embossing folders, I suggest using a heavier paper, because otherwise the paper will tear. And sometimes even with the heavier papers that they will tear. But we're going to show you how to do that a
Got
little
some
bit.
tips for that?
Yeah.
Okay, we want to know about the home because I really didn't know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, well, I have a friend that has a new home, and I wanted to send her a card, and so that was really on my mind when I was making this, because I think these little houses.
Yes,
there's two little
I think
houses.
they're perfect.
And they're super cute. And so I was like, oh, there's no M. But then in the word love, that V.
Oh,
So I flipped
my
two
gosh.
V's upside down, and I made my M. And you know,
It's perfect.
If you know, then you know.
If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you don't
But Kelly
know.
didn't notice. She's
I didn't
like
notice
saying
it.
home, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just glued those on. And actually, I did layer two of the houses and two of the trees because I wanted them to pop, and I didn't want to use pop dots on them. And then that little new is just from Photo Play. You know how they have all those strip
all the
words?
little strip words. Yeah.
You probably have the word new
You probably
in
have
one
it
of your
somewhere.
sets.
If
Yes.
you don't, that's okay.
Yes, we still have lots of Photo Play word stamp sets over there, but you could do it without the word new. But I just had to stick it on there because it was a
Because
perfect
you had it.
fit. I had
Because
it.
you could write on the inside, "Congratulations on your new home."
Yes. So I can't wait to send her this card. All right. The next one is a little more traditional with the wood. Is I used some craft heavy cardstock and inked the background with some ink, and then I did I did a lot of sewing on some of the other cards I didn't mention, but I did the same thing, only this one I said fill your heart and home, and that's from another Photo Play set, and I did color the heart again because I was liking the way it looked, but you could leave that brown, or again, you need to look through your stamps and see what you have.
Yep.
Because if you bought any Photo Play, you probably have something. You just have to be a little bit creative, like I did with the word home on my card. And I know, I'm going to put these samples out, and then somebody's going to be like, "Where's the word home?"
And
You
then
got to be creative.
they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one, I just did some. I added some color. I used the natural color paper, and that is also heavy. And I'll just show the three different papers. So on the white one, I used the watercolor paper, and then on the craft one, this is the heavy craft.
Heavy stock.
Heavy stock,
I'm
yes.
just reading it. I don't really know.
And
It's the heavyweight.
Yeah, and this just comes in 8.5 by 11, but it is super heavy, and I'm going to show you that. And then the heavy mixed media, heavy stock, and then just the watercolor. He has a heavy white as well that you could use. But on these, then I just use the straight word love.
I like how you added those little stars at the top, Teresa.
Yeah, and that comes in the set. And there's moons and clouds, and you actually get 3 little trees. Oh, look, there's a little tree there too. That's cute. I haven't even paid attention to. I've used the star and the heart a lot, but I haven't used the
little tree,
starburst or the little tree. That's super cute little tree. I should make a card with that. So what I did on these is I used my glazes again, and I'll just show you the piece
it's
of
nice
paper.
of you to bring your scraps.
My
so we can.
scraps, yeah. So what I
You
did
glazed
is,
it first.
yep, I just used the embossing dauber, and I know some of you guys have this, and I just put the glaze on my paper, and then I use my glaze, and then I heat it, and so you end up with a little piece of glossy paper. And I just did a spot big enough for whatever I was doing, but you could do a whole bunch bigger if you want. And then I just die cut. You can see the stars that I just die cut right out of that paper. And I did layer these two too. I wanted them to stand up a little bit more. So that is the natural one.
That's very cute. I like that.
I was going to put the word you on there, but then I ran out of time. So it's just love.
Teresa, your projects today are amazing. Like they always are, but these are even more amazing.
Thank you. I love Tim, you know. So we're going to show you how to do the 3D embossing. And you guys have probably seen this before. We've done it before. But just a reminder. So if you have the flaps and you're going to use a 3D, you want to have the number 2 open. So you're just using the number 1. And it says that right on there. And then, where's my embossing folder? Here it is. All right.
So this is the 3D folder. You would do it maybe a little differently. You do it differently if you had a regular embossing
Yes.
folder. But so many of them are 3D anymore. Haven't you found that, Teresa, that there's not many regular ones?
He does a lot of 3D. And you just get such a deeper impression. I like texture on my cards, and so as you can tell, I'm layering things and embossing with glaze and paste. I like some texture on there. So this is the craft heavy cardstock. So it is heavier than regular craft paper. And you're just gonna, I've got my distress sprayer here, and I'm gonna give it a couple mists. And you know what? I'm not going to spray it that way because that's where my cards are. I'm not going to spray my cards. So you're just going to give it a couple mists. You don't need to drench your paper. What this is going to do, it's going to loosen the fibers in the cardstock. And then you're going to put it in your embossing folder. And you're only going to put 1 plate on there. And, you know, I was going to use the switch, but
well,
you guys saw the state of our workroom.
Yeah,
and so
it's even worse behind the wall.
with the switch, you probably only have to go through once, maybe twice. But if you have the Sizzix, the regular Sizzix, then I would go 3 times. And Tim says 3D. But with the switch, you don't necessarily need to go that many times. Oh, look at that. And that was the other thing I was going to say on my cards. You probably can't tell, but on the white one, I use the debossed side.
Oh, no, I didn't realize that.
One way your texture is going to be pressed up from your embossing folder, and the other way, well, this is the way pressed up, and this is the debossed side. I kind of like the debossed side, actually. And so one way I did down, and the other 2 ways I did up. This one is up, so the
Depends on what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Teresa, because the little skinny pieces.
yeah. So if you
So
want
to
to
me,
do
that's your skinny pieces are up and they're down here, so they're more like cracks.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know.
so we can ink both sides, really.
Well, let's do it, and then we can see the
Okay.
difference.
So I'm just going to use.
We have our normal pile after
Yes.
working with Teresa, which we love.
I'm going to use some gathered twigs, and I'm just going to go over it lightly. Maybe I'll just do the bottom half so you can see what it looks like without.
And sometimes wood looks one way, and sometimes it looks the other. So
Yeah.
you really could do either.
And then I'm going to go with some walnut stain.
Oh,
You know
just
what I
over
did?
lightly over the cracks.
Yeah, over the cracks, just to make those pop a little more. Ooh, I like that.
I like that too.
And you know, on the brown one, I just kind of did more.
Oh, because
I made it darker
in the middle?
center. I don't know. Is that how wood is, or is it lighter in the
no,
center?
I think it's darker in the center.
it?
I don't know. We need to ask Maggie, our
I don't know.
lumberjack.
That's how I did it. So that's what it looks
Teresa,
like.
do you realize how appropriate this is doing this today when it's
I
lumberjack
didn't even think
plaid?
about that. Yeah.
I wish we would have planned all this stuff so
I
we could
know.
act like we were really smart
Sometimes
and
it just happens.
planned ahead, but that looks great.
Kind of like it.
I like it because you can see it with and without the ink.
Yeah. So yeah, I use the white and the cream without, or you can ink it up, and you can. I mean, the ones I've seen online, people just go. I mean, it just looks like real wood. So it just depends on how much time that you want to spend with it. And of course, you could distress the edges, or you could really make the edges, you know, really darker. Like, oh, see, I did get a little bit of tear on that one. But you could just ink the edges so that it's a lot darker, like a piece of wood. Like if you have a bark on the edge.
Yeah, if you're staining or something.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the word, and I got it. Bark.
Bark.
Yeah. Like that.
It looks
So there
great.
you have it.
Teresa, all of this is
3D.
amazing. So that's the 3D tree. Is it called tree ring?
I think so.
Tree rings.
Tree rings, yes.
Tree rings. That's the 3D tree rings texture fades,
Yeah.
which, aka embossing folder.
Great for this time of year, masculine cards. Any
Great
time
for
of
lumberjack
year.
plaid.
Lumberjack
we
plaid,
planned this. We
yes.
planned to show you a slice of a log for the lumberjack.
Definitely.
Here's Teresa's tags that she made. And there's her twig and stump. Is it twig and stump? I'm having a really hard
Yes, twig and stump. Yep.
I'm having a hard time remembering things.
I like twig and stump.
Everything's in threes today. I love that,
Yeah.
Teresa. And everybody loves seeing the different ways to do things.
Yeah. You got to step outside your box sometimes. And I mean, this was like
Was that
kind
out
of
of your
outside
box?
my box. Yeah. I don't normally spray that much, but I'm determined to use
I'd
my
say you
sprays more.
really sprayed there.
Yeah, I'm going to use my sprays more. I have a whole drawer full of them, and I need to use them.
Well, that means we're going to be seeing more sprays.
Yes.
For
Get
sure.
ready for sprays.
Well, Teresa, that was amazing. Thank you so very much. We continued on with our Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz.
Yeah.
And do you know what's going on tomorrow? Do you have any idea who's here tomorrow?
No.
Somebody's
I don't.
here tomorrow.
Somebody. Oh, specials, Kelly. You said the
We are
31%?
Yeah, the 31% for fall and
Halloween.
Halloween continues through today. It's the last day, so get your fall and your Halloween things.
And then Elena?
And it's online, and you can find it there. And then the other item that goes on sale today is Serenity from 49 and Market.
Serenity, not Elena. 49 and Market.
49 and Market Serenity will be on. We'll have that on special after the video. That's 25% off.
Janet's here tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. Diane, thank you. I'm looking at her through the bars. She's in jail. Janet's here tomorrow, and she's launching her new card kit.
Oh, that's right.
And Diane's got one there if you just want to hold it up. It's her Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge cards. This is her like extravaganza thing that she does every year for Christmas.
Yep, they're
And
pretty
she just
cool.
posted on there, I'll be there tomorrow. I have too many things on my mind right now. So like you said, we're setting up for our holiday open house. So we got people in to do that. And then I would like to also thank Chris for all of her planning for our contest for the color. Gosh, she was saying that what's the next color going to be, and how could she ever top this? But that is going to be amazing. We will preview our holiday open house on Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be ready tomorrow. It takes several days to set up. We worked on it last night, and it's going to take a few days. Right, Teresa?
Yeah.
It usually takes us a while. We got to move things around 3 or 4 times. Set them up, move them, set them up, move them. So stuff like that takes time. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and check out the Serenity. We can show you more of that tomorrow morning. And they said thanks to Chris, thank you Teresa, lots of hearts, and everybody have a wonderful day. Stop in if you're in the neighborhood.